Hayls world and get ready to learn a ton of crazy cool Google features. Like, did you know Google have a ton of seriously useful tools? Like, for example, in the Google search bar, you can type out set time 5 seconds and instantly this timer will begin counting down. And that alarm will sound once your timer is up. It can be any number, of course, but whether you want to do a 5-second, 5-minute, or 5-hour timer, you can do it. And there's even the stopwatch function, which is super useful. Rolling a dice is also another really cool thing you can do within Google. Simply search for roll a dice within Google search section, and like that, the rolling dice tool appears. And not only can you choose from a 6-sided dice, but you can choose an 8-sided, 10-sided, or even 4-sided dice and roll multiple dice at the same time. So if you ever needed to do that, now you know how. This cool Google tool is called Spinner, and if you type that in the search bar, this wheel spinner appears, and now you can randomly pick a number just by spinning the wheel. You can also choose the wheel size on the left-hand side there, so whether you want 20 numbers or 4, you decide, click the spin, and it'll select a random number. And on the top right-hand side, you can toggle on a fidget spinner. And yes, although it is digital, it is still surprisingly fun to play with. Oh, and stay until the end of the video because I'm giving away some Google gift cards to some of my lucky subscribers. Now this one you guys have got to try out, and basically all you do is type in an animal within Google search, like tiger for example, then scroll down and right over here you should see this option that says view in 3D. So if you tap on that, you'll be able to see a 360 view of this tiger right on your phone, where you can zoom in, zoom out, and take a really good look at it. But not only that, if you click on this view in your space button, this is where it gets really epic. So what you do is give Google access to your camera, then it prompts you to scan the room around you just like this, and Vabam! The tiger appears within your space, which is so amazing. Once you've placed the tiger in your room, you can walk around it with your phone, and what's crazy is this is basically a life-size model. So if it was standing within our studio, this is how big a tiger would be. You can also choose from a ton of different animals, from cats to dogs, wildlife, you name it, and even sea creatures like this octopus. Once again, you just place it down within your space. I put it on top of my table, and it is just so much fun to check out and also show friends and family. I guarantee you they will be amazed. Another really cool thing that Google has done within these animal sections is added this Learn Something New tab. And if you click on it, you can learn a bunch of really cool, quick, fun facts about the animal you just searched. So definitely try this one out, guys. You'll absolutely love it. So other than searching for 3D animals, there are some other really cool things you can do within Google search. So if you're ever on a web page like Wikipedia, for example, and you need to find a specific word, then simply click on those 3 dots and then select Find in Page. Now you can just type out the word you're looking for, and instantly it'll be highlighted, and it'll also tell you how many times that word appears within this web page. You can then easily click the down or up arrow, and it'll scroll through each and every time that word appears. On the right-hand side, you'll also see these little highlighted bars, and once again, if you click on them, it'll take you to the highlighted word you just searched for. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely not the best at pronouncing long numbers. So if you type out your number and then end with equal and words, Google will show you that it's 4,327,905,432,852. And instead of going the long way around and searching for the meaning, definition, spelling, or even pronunciation of a word, instead, to make life much easier, all you need to do is make sure you put down define and then the word you are looking for. So in my example, I typed out yeah, and once you click the search button, Google will show you everything from spelling to synonyms, the word's origin, and even how to pronounce it.
Yay.
Oh, and by the way, if you're enjoying this video, then hit that subscribe button because we're on the road to 1 million. And if you subbed, I mean, that would be...
Yeah!
Okay, now let me show you some amazing features within Google Maps. If you're busy walking and need some directions, simply click on this little man icon, then right at the bottom you'll see Live View. And if you tap on that, it'll prompt you to access your camera so you can then start scanning your surrounding environment. Once you've done that, Google will actually display the directions within your environment just like this, which is not only so cool but also super useful. Another thing I know pretty much everyone loves to do is listen to music while driving. So if you head on over to settings, then navigation settings within Google Maps, you'll see this option that says show media playback controls. And if you toggle that on, in future this little Spotify icon will appear, and if you click on it, you can navigate your music while navigating in Maps. Then I'm almost positive you have all seen this icon a million times but never actually used it. So if you click on the little mic icon in the top right hand corner, you can ask Google anything, like when you'll arrive, for example.
You should reach your destination by 3:56 p.m.
And she'll respond just like that every single time. For those of you who like traveling or even running, this one can also be super useful. So if you place a pin drop down, then tap on it, you'll see this option that says measure distance. And what you'll see is as you move the map, this little line appears. Then just click this little plus icon to add a point, and now you can create another line just like this so that eventually you can work out an entire route and get the exact distance. Okay, now did you know Google Assistant actually has a magic 8-ball? So if, for example, I want to know if my channel is going to reach 1 million subscribers, then all I have to say is, hey Google, magic 8-ball.
Okay, the crystal ball is ready to answer your yes or no question. Think of it in 3, 2, 1. The crystal ball says affirmative.
Yeah!
Independent case studies have concluded that crystal ball use can result in random and possibly stupid answers that can lead to the following real or imaginary symptoms.
Another thing you could say is, hey Google, I'm bored.
Alright, which one would you like to try?
Then you can pick from one of these, so let's go on a Mickey Mouse adventure.
Okay, here's Mickey Mouse Adventure.
Hiya, pal. It's me, Mickey Mouse. Would you like to go on an adventure with me?
And then you can go down some crazy Mickey Mouse rabbit hole, but yeah, that's a no.
That's okay, pal. If you change your mind, you can come back later. See ya.
Okay. Then, if you happen to be a Harry Potter fan, you can say, hey Google, Lumos. And she'll turn on all the smart bulbs in your house or even your phone's flashlight. Then you can say, hey Google, Knox. And she'll turn off all your smart bulbs. Pretty nifty. Now here we have Google Lens, and once again it is packed with a ton of cool features. So right at the bottom, if you toggle into text mode, then scan any type of text like this, for example, go ahead, click that shutter button, then tap this icon that says listen, and Google will read it out for you.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Broccoli? Broccoli who? Broccoli doesn't have a last name. Silly.
I mean, that's a pretty nifty feature. Once again, if you're like me and not the best at maths, you can swipe over to this homework section, then scan your math sum, hit that shutter button, and in a couple of seconds, Google will take that sum and work out everything for you, just as you see there, and if you swipe up, it'll show you the solved sum. It's like magic. Not only that, you can scroll right down to the bottom and see how you would have worked this out on the calculator. And then for those of you who are always super busy with events, if you open up Google Lens and scan an invitation, Google will automatically recognize the time and date. If you tap on it, it'll open up your calendar and you can save the date just like that. So there are a ton of different cool Easter eggs all over Google, but here are a couple of fun ones to try out. So in the Google search section, if you type out do a barrel roll, the second you hit that search button, the entire Google browser will do a barrel roll. It is so cool and honestly just a fun Easter egg on Google to play with. I'm also pretty sure if you showed this to any of your friends or family, they'd be pretty amazed. Also, did you know if you type in askew on Google and then press search, the entire search result is slightly skewed just like this? And for all my OCD people out there, I'm pretty sure this could be very annoying for you. But again, just a fun little trick on Google. then this is definitely one of my faves. And if you type in any one of the actors from Friends, like Chandler Bing for example, you'll see this little custom icon right next to his name. And if you tap on it, this epic little animation appears, which, as you know, is very unique to Chandler's character on Friends. To show you guys another one, which is a huge fan favorite, if you type in Ross Geller, you'll also see a couch icon, but if you go ahead and tap on it, so as you can pretty much see, these are a bunch of fun, and as mentioned, they have one for every single member from Friends.
Joey doesn't share food!
Then this Easter egg can definitely be used to play a fun practical joke, and all you do is type in Google Gravity, then select the first link, and the minute you click on that search bar, check it out, the entire Google browser falls to pieces and is basically rendered useless. I can just imagine opening this link on a friend's computer, leaving it there, and the absolute confusion when clicking that search bar. So guys, I'm giving away some Google Play gift cards to some of my lucky subscribers, and you can use these codes to download music, movies, games, and of course some sick applications. And all you have to do is try out some of these codes. Yeah! But if you enjoyed those crazy cool Google features, then don't forget to like and subscribe, or you can check out some of my other videos right over here. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles!